back. And we thank you so much for coming today, and thank you all for reading. And keep going to the Cuyahoga Public Library because they do a lot of great things like this for us. And keep up the reading because that's what got you guys here. So I'm going to let him talk to you. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thanks for the introduction. My name is Usama Young. I play defensive back. If I was a defensive end, I'd probably be about 6'4", 6'5", 300 pounds. I'm a smaller guy. I gotta ask y'all, what kind of books do y'all like? Biography, same here. Huh? Fantasies, got your hands raised with it. Fantasies, what other books? Huh? Adventure. All right. History. Cool. Yes, ma'am. Mystery. I like mysteries too. Sports. Science. All right, cool. Can I get some of your favorite books? Yes. Percy Jackson. All right, I've heard of that. I think Percy Jackson's been going on for years, man. Yes. What's that? Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I heard about that. Yes. Percy Jackson and Harry Potter. All right, yeah. Twilight Saga. Everybody loves Twilight Saga. I've seen the movies. I haven't read the books yet. Any more? Yeah.
The Air series.
The Air
books like the Warrior, Wizard, and Dragon.
Okay. All right. When I was coming up, well, let me get one more.
And Christopher.
And Christopher?
Yeah.
Man, y'all giving me these books. I'm thinking I would have known some of these, man. All I know about is the Twilight Saga. I know about Diary of a Wimpy Kid. What else? When I was coming up, I liked the Sherlock Holmes books. That was mystery, the detective and all that. I liked those. Then when I was younger, a lot younger, I used to read the Berenstain Bears. I was reading that for my godson who was 5 years old. I went through the whole, it's probably about 100 of them now, but I went through about 20 of them. He just kept on bringing out books. Hey, read this one. So I was glad that he liked me reading to him at a young age because that's how I always was. Always. My parents were like, hold on. My mom always said, if I said the B word was bored. I was not allowed to do that because she was like, it's always some books to read. So I grew up reading who was it? The Man with the Yellow Hat. Do y'all remember that? I remember reading about Curious George, and the smaller books like that led me to want to learn more, want to read bigger books. So then I got into biographies, and now biographies are my favorite to read. My parents got me reading. Who knows about Sugar Ray Leonard? Anybody ever heard of Sugar Ray Leonard? I know. Sugar Ray Leonard was like, he was the man coming up boxing. He was a boxer. And what boxers do y'all know about now? Anybody know about any boxing? Muhammad Ali. That was another guy that I like to read about. Like guys that went through adversity, always had some type of problems to go through. And these boxers, I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard was the one that my parents got me reading about now, but he's from my hometown, from Maryland. I'm originally from DC, but I moved out to Maryland. He's from about 10 minutes away from me. And he was just a humble guy. Never really said too much, didn't really talk too much trash or anything, but reading his story really inspired me because it kind of reminded my parents of me and reminded me of myself because he was just that quiet kid, kind of tried to stay out of trouble, just to handle his business in school, handled his business in the ring. I wasn't in the ring, I was on the field. But every now and then someone wanted to challenge him, somebody wanted to put him down, and that just made him want to go further, made him want to be even better. And stories like that, those biographies. What's your favorite biography? John Lennon? I gotta check that out. I gotta check out his story. But I just love reading about people's lives and seeing what they go through, and I can always find some type of equation and put myself in their shoes. And it's amazing what books do from an early age. Like I said, mom's always said, hey, look, never use the B word. You're too smart. There's too much other stuff to do. What other hobbies do y'all have other than reading? Yes. What's that? Football, baseball. Nah, my hobbies were close to that. I was football. Did you say baseball first? Yeah, you got me football, baseball, basketball. Baseball was my second favorite. Then basketball and running track also. Yes, ma'am. Gymnastics. I wish I could do a flip. To this day, I can't do a flip. I'm trying to. Nah, I think it's too late. Nah, I remember trying to do flips when I was young on one of my friend's beds, and I landed on my back, and my knee hit my eye. And I had a black eye. It was bad. After that, it was no more flip for me. Yes, ma'am. Dancing? All right, let's do it. You like to dance? What kind of music? Or is it? Everything. I like it. Cool. Yes, sir. Snowboarding? All right, that's cool. I've never been. Well, you know what? We had some hills growing up, and it snowed sometimes. So every now and then we'd get on my boy's snowboard and go down the hills, but it wasn't like, you know, doing tricks and everything. We just did a little bit of snowboarding. Nothing professional. Can you do tricks? You can? All right, you gotta show me one. I'm sure we're gonna get some snow. Yes?
I like to do skiing, swimming, and baseball.
Skiing, swimming, baseball. I'm multi-talented. I have a lot of sports. Yes, ma'am. Karate? I ain't messing with her. Yes. Cheerleading. I ain't active, yes. Basketball. Volleyball. Soccer. All types of sports, yeah. Going to I went to Cedar Point what was it? Second year of college. Y'all know what college I went to? Anybody? Oh, it's not, man. I saw enough Ohio State flags when I was in school too. Now I went to Kent State. Kent State University is pretty close here, and my boys was like, look, you ain't seen any roller coasters until you go to Cedar Point. And so I went to Cedar Point, and I was like, let me check it out, man. And then I walked in, I see one of them, I think it was the Millennium Force. I was like, I gotta get on that, man. I got on that, stomach was turning over, I was hurting, but that's it, that's the spot right there. I like Cedar Point. Yes. What's that? Biking? I just got into biking too. I used to ride my bike all the time when I was younger, but now I'm doing some courses, not courses, but getting on the trails and stuff. It's fun. Keeps you in shape too. Yes. Cross country, I like it. Yes. Football and basketball. You got nothing, Miss Dancer? How to skateboard? I couldn't get in the skateboard. They fall too much. You got to fall, get back up, you're getting scraped up. Who skateboards? Anybody else skateboard? She needs some help. Cheerleading? Okay, cool. Yeah. Softball. We got all types of hobbies, all types of activities. That's what's up. Y'all staying active, yes?
Taekwondo and baseball.
Taekwondo and baseball? Cool. What position in baseball?
I like outfield.
Me too. That was my spot. Center field. Yes.
Horseback riding and swimming.
Horseback riding and swimming? All right. Yeah. Football. Collecting. Cool. That's what kind of stuff you collect? Cards. Football cards? You got any football cards? You got mine? Oh man. We gotta find you one. But nah, seriously. I asked y'all about all the activities and it sounds like y'all on the right path. Coming up, like I said, the B word was no. It wasn't getting said in my house. And my parents always told me to stay active. One of the reasons was if I wasn't staying active, I'd probably get into trouble. I'd probably be doing a lot of other stuff that wasn't good. And y'all named some great hobbies, great activities to get involved with. And I thought I was active. What I do? I played football, played baseball, I ran track, played basketball. I was pretty good at basketball, but it was just, eventually I stopped having fun with it. And my dad always told me, if you're not having fun, leave it alone. So eventually I gave up on basketball. I still play here and there, just stay in shape, but I love baseball. My first love was baseball. And I don't know, it was something about just that team camaraderie. Who plays baseball? That team camaraderie, when you're talking to the guys in the dugout or you out on the field, you're cheering them on, you always just form a bond, and that bond was tight, and it's the same on the football field. When you go out there and you're going to hit the other guys, I know some of y'all are like, does it hurt when you hit? Every now and then it does, but I try and hit people instead of getting hit. That's why I play defense. But just playing sports. You find so many relationships, so many guys that you come close to. You form relationships that help you on later down the line. Like so many of my close friends now were the friends that I played football with, the friends that I played baseball with, track, and we remain close. I mean, since 3rd grade, I still got best friends and guys that I talk to on a regular basis that we've remained close. Some of my classmates. What grade are y'all in? 7th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade, 5th grade. All right, we got 5th through 7th grade, right? 5th through 7th? Yeah, all those guys, I'm still close, well, a lot of them, I'm still close to, still talk to, and we still push each other to be better, push each other to go on and reach our goals. And one thing I wanted to talk to y'all about was straying away from myself there, but I forgot. Y'all were here because y'all were getting a lot of minutes of reading, right? You log in and get the reading done. How does that work? Somebody, y'all gotta explain that to me because I kind of like that. Yes.
You log onto the Cuyahoga Library website, and then you add in how many minutes you read. We have to make an account, and then add in how many minutes you read, and you have to say what you read about it. You have to type it in.
That's cool. That's cool. When I first got here, I said, they getting awarded for reading? That's amazing because reading is a great thing. Like I said, you learn about things that are going on around you, and you gain interest in so many other things. When I was coming up, my parents, they constantly pushed that. Read, stay active, get involved with sports. And I always was involved, always. And it kept me in shape. It kept me interested in so many different things. And I'm here today because I think I fell in love with reading at an early age. And to be able to get on the computer now, log in, and talk about or type about what you read, and that's a good thing. I really encourage y'all to keep on doing that because it's major. A lot of people don't have that resource. So I wanted to ask y'all if y'all had any questions for me because I don't like to just sit back and talk about what y'all are interested in. Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever broken any bones off playing?
Yeah, that's part of the adversity that I go into. When I read about different guys, like Sugar Ray was one of them, but several athletes, they have injuries. One of mine was a fractured humerus. They said my growth plate. When I was in the 9th grade, I fractured my humerus, and the doctor said that that arm wouldn't grow anymore. I guess it was a nerve or something that was up in there that, yeah. But anyway, looks like they grew to the same length to me. I got through it. It was one of the most painful injuries I had. I remember I tackled somebody, I landed on my shoulder, and he landed on me. And I went to the sideline, and everybody was like, it's gonna be all right, it's not that bad. I'm like, dude, I can't move my arm. I don't think it's mine. But I ended up having surgery in the 9th grade. Then in the 10th grade, I had knee surgery. I banged up my knee pretty bad, and I had to get that surgically fixed, ACL, and that was bad. And then several years later, college, I was informed that playing football, you're probably never going to be 100%. So you're always going to have some type of nicks and knacks that you got to play through. But those were the 2 major injuries that I had. And I feel like I had another surgery. Oh yeah, I had another surgery where yeah, exactly. They just piled up. But I had sports hernia surgery where I tore my lower abdominal. And that was another painful one. But I played through that for a few weeks, and I said, oh yeah, I got to get this thing fixed. Yeah, football is it's a physical game. If you have your injuries, you just got to keep on working through them, get them better, and get back out there. Yes, sir.
What's your favorite team to play?
What's my favorite team to play against? Oh man, let me think. All right, I'm from Maryland, from the DC area, and every time I play the Redskins, it's just like I get butterflies because I actually worked in that stadium. I sold lemonade and lemonade and cotton candy. And when I was there selling the lemonade, this was, I mean, I was probably a few years older than y'all working in the stadium, but I remember going up to the nosebleed sections, carrying those, it was like 30 of them, 30 lemonades, and you struggling to get up, because I wasn't that strong, but anybody, even if you are strong, you walking all the way up them steps, you're going to get tired. But I got up to the top sometimes, and I'm just like, get selling this. I was drinking lemonade, watching the game. Ended up, my father was there too, so he'd be like, dude, you gonna get to work? And no, I was watching the games. I imagined myself being out on the field, and that was one of the things that made me just say, man, I grew up watching the Redskins, and now I get to play against them. It gave me butterflies. So always, anytime I'm in that field, in that stadium, I try and put on a show. Yes, ma'am. The worst team? The worst team I played against was in 2008. We played against the Detroit Lions, and they were 0-13, I think. And everybody was telling us, look, do not let this team beat us because, you know, they're 0-13. They haven't won a game. Don't be that team that lets them get their first win. But they were bad. They had a few good athletes, but yeah, I have to say that might be the worst. Yes. Oh yeah, I have several people that I look up to. I look up to my father. My father, he actually has cancer, and he got cancer when he got diagnosed with multiple myeloma. It's a form of cancer in your blood, and he got diagnosed with that when I was in college. My senior year, playing football. I didn't know if I was going to go to the NFL, but you know, I had dreams, I had aspirations, I had goals that I wanted to accomplish. And when he got that, I was like, man, I got to take care of that. And I almost stayed home with him. Almost went back with him, and he was in the hospital bed, just kind of looking at me like, dude. I looked at him and I said, this is where he gets his joy, watching me play the game that I love. You know, watching me put on the show. And I went out, I played in an all-star game and had a great game, had a great, great pro day and all that, and eventually got drafted. And now I kind of attribute that to him pushing me all of my life, but even more so once I got into school and continued to be the best. So yeah, I look up to my dad along with all of my brothers and my mother. And, yeah, she'd be mad if I left that out, but all of them inspired me to be great, to be good at what I do. Yes, ma'am.
Why did you start playing football?
I started playing football at, I want to say, organized football, I want to say 9, but I've been playing around the neighborhood and everything for years, with my brothers, with all the kids around the area. We always used to compete. Like I lived in DC, and it was like a block, you know, a neighborhood where you had an L-shaped block. I was right on the corner, and every day, my friend Mike, he used to come knocking on the door, and I step outside, and we would run around the block, racing all the time. It was all about who was faster. I think I was faster than him every race, but I mean, it was all about competition though. We always used to compete, and once we got to football, it was like one-on-one. We just played tackle, running around on the field, right across the street. It was just fun time. So once I finally got to put on the pads and I saw my older brothers playing, I just was like, I gotta go hit somebody. I love to hit. I love to just lay them down. I ain't going what is it? I'm not going to tell y'all to hit people and stuff. But if you got on the field, it's okay. So, but that was my favorite part of the game growing up. And it still is. Yes, ma'am.
Have you always been number 20, like, since you started playing?
Yeah, I always, I started out with 40 my first year. I was number 40, and my pops, he always used to say, man, you run like Gale Sayers. Gale Sayers was a real good back coming up. He played for the Chicago Bears, and I'd never seen him play live, but he always used to be like, man, you got to hold on to 40. You got to hold on to 40. And I always did want to hold on to 40. Then eventually, the next year, someone else had 40, so I had to go with 44. And 44 added up to 8. My birthday was May 8th. Is May 8th. And after I got that 8, I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to keep on changing numbers and stuff. So every year after my 3rd or 4th year, I just had 18, 28, mixing it up. And in college, I had 18. In high school, I had 28. Once I got to the league, there was no 18 for a cornerback, so I had to go to 28, and I just stuck with that. Then my first year, you know what, I had 38. I forgot all about that. My first year, I had 38, so it was just always an 8, and I stuck with the 8s. Yes, sir.
Have you ever been like scared of a team with a bunch of like huge beefy guys charging at you?
You know what? My first year, I'm in Ohio, so y'all probably don't like. Well, I don't like the Steelers either. But my first year, I had who did we play? Yeah, we played the Steelers. It was the Hall of Fame game, my rookie year, first game of the season, and we lined up across from each other. They were at the 45, and they were at their 40, and we were at our 40, and the national anthem was being sung. And I usually, just kind of take it all in, like, wow, I'm playing a game that I love. I'm at the highest level you can play. And that's where I kind of get my mind right during the national anthem. During this national anthem, though, I look across from me, and it was 3 or 4 Steelers players that were like pointing, just yelling like, "Yeah, we're gonna mess you up." And I was like, "What did I do to them?" And I was like, "Okay, all right, whatever." And in the first quarter, I found out that they weren't talking to me, they were talking to someone else that had played for them. But that dude had done something wrong while he was with the Steelers, and he left on bad terms. And that was one time when I was a little more nervous than usual. These 4 linebackers just yelling at me, they're gonna mess me up. And I'm on special teams at the time, so I'm like, I gotta go against this dude with every play. And one of them was, they were next to James Harrison, who I went to school, the same school as. And then it was, I think, Larry Foote or Woodley or Foote. And I'm just like, these dudes, I'm a $185 my rookie year, like, I'm gonna have to get my mind right, let's go. But that was the most nervous I've been. Usually, I'm not scared of any teams. I'm like, this is a chance for me to go out and put on a show. But that was one unique experience. First game ever, putting on my official jersey and pads and going out and seeing these linebackers size me up like, yeah, we're gonna get you. But other than that, I'm good. I go out, I'm in my element. Yes, sir. I had 5 older brothers, a younger sister, and older sister also. She has a different mother, but I got a big family. Big family. My little sister is spoiled as a baby girl. I was spoiled, and then she came along. But I learned a lot from all of my older brothers because they've gone through so many things. I learned from their mistakes, and then I said, you know what? I'm not going to make that same mistake that they made. Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever think you
Yeah, I had dreams of it early on. She asked did I ever think I'd be a football player. Yeah, I had dreams of it, but at the same time, I knew that the percentage of us, the percentage of NFL players or people that make it to the NFL, I knew that it was low, so I had to prepare for other things. I had to have a backup plan. So coming out of elementary, middle, high school, that was the dream, to be in the NFL, to be in the MLB, be a Major League Baseball player. But it hit me, I gotta tell another story. My 9th grade year, I was in school, and my teacher, she asked us what would we like to be. And I was like, well, be in the NFL. And she kind of laughed at me like, all right, yeah, okay, I don't know how many times I've heard that. And I was like, Miss McNeil, why'd you laugh? And she's like, just have a talk with me after class. So I go and I talk to her, and she tells me, she asked me to do research. How long is the average NFL career? Can y'all guess how long does the average NFL career last? Anybody? Yes. 7 years. Any more guesses? 6 to 8 years? Yes.
9 years.
9 years. 11. That'd be great. I wish it was that long, but no. The average NFL career was 3 years. So she she made it, she was like, look, you want to go to the NFL, not only is the percentage low, the amount of people, like, how many people do you know from this school or from any other area schools that are actually in the NFL? And I was just like, I don't know any. And it's like, exactly. I mean, one out of a million folks make it to the NFL. All of the college teams, the high school teams, I mean, not too many people make it to the NFL. 16. It's approximately 1,600 people in the NFL, and millions of people in our area. Come on, you can't even say that it's likely. So when she said that to me, I was like, all right, I need to think about other things. Because even if I did make it, and the average is 3 years, like, what am I going to do when I'm 24 and have no job? Because everyone doesn't make millions of dollars just because you get to the NFL. So I said, all right, I got to start thinking about other things. And that's when I said, what am I going to go to school for? And I thought about physical therapy. I thought about sports medicine. And I like health. I like education. I like to read. And I'm in a family full of educators. And I said, you know what? I'm going to keep it going, man. I ended up majoring in education. And if football didn't work out, if I didn't go to the NFL, I'd probably be in the classroom, you know, like some of your teachers, and well, like your teachers, and that's what I look forward to after I'm done. I probably will be in the classroom teaching and happy as ever. Yes, sir.
How long have you played for the Browns?
This is my first year getting signed by the Browns. I played 4 years in New Orleans, and then I was a free agent, and I made the move back to Ohio, where I played college football. So back home, that's the way I see it. So this is my first year. Hopefully we're successful. Yes.
Out of all the teams you've played for, what's your favorite mascot?
Favorite mascot? I don't have a favorite mascot. I've seen some different mascots. Like, I don't understand why the Saints mascot was the dog, Gumbo. What else is another one? Do y'all know why the Browns don't have cheerleaders? Never knew that one. Did y'all? Anyone know that? No? I'm asking the adults too. But it's certain things that I think they just find something catchy. They're like, nah, we're gonna go with it. But nah, I don't have a favorite mascot. Yeah. Favorite NFL player? Man, it's kind of tough. I had a few. I say on defense, it was prime time Deion Sanders. That's the position that I played. But on offense, I gotta say Barry Sanders. Y'all know about Barry Sanders at all? Barry Sanders had moves, and I just like seeing him play. He used to make people look silly on defense. Didn't really have a lot of help on offense. He was just doing it himself. So yeah, Barry. And he was the smallest, one of the smallest guys out there. Yes.
Who's your favorite Browns player from
Other than myself, I'm gonna go with my college teammate Chris. Yeah, it's another dude with amazing athletic ability. Yeah. Favorite food? I gotta choose just one. I like to eat. I'm gonna go with my favorite meal: steak, potatoes, and green beans. Or we can switch up the green beans and throw in some spinach in there. Any vegetable in there with that mix is cool to me. But it's good old steak cooked up right, ribeye. Can y'all listen? Yeah, it's ribeye. Yes.
Who's your favorite receiver to cover?
Favorite receiver to cover. That means I gotta pick out somebody. Sorry, man. Favorite to cover. Now I say that one of the toughest receivers. My rookie year, going up against Torrey Holt, was a real good receiver. Torrey Holt probably, well, we'll see. Maybe go to the Hall of Fame. He was just an excellent route runner. He knew the game well. He was a smart receiver, great hands, and he was fast. So I kind of hate matching up with the smaller receivers. I was a big cornerback. So anytime I had to deal with a smaller, shifty, quick one, that gave me a little bit of trouble. Now, the bigger guys kind of can handle them. You can run with them. They're not that quick, but except for like Calvin Johnson. But other than that, yeah. But other than that, I mean, everybody's a challenge. We got some pretty good wide receivers on our team. So Yes.
How many career points have you scored in the
Man, points. Why you gotta bring that up? I don't have any points. I haven't scored any touchdowns. Hopefully I get some this year. But as of right now, got an interception and looking to get some more later on. Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been in a fan slot
In the fan slot? Nah. Usually I'm riding to the game and going into the players parking. When I see the fans out there partying up, I heard they go and get to the games early on and have a good time right before we play. Yes. Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite color is purple. Y'all like purple? I like purple. I grew up. I always like blue. Always like red, black. But then if I said purple, I like purple. Pretty. It's color of royalty. Yes, ma'am.
Wait, how many times have you played against this team?
How many times have I played against the Steelers? Played them twice, maybe 2 times, I think 3 times. We lost one and once. Yeah, no, I played them twice. Yeah, once in the preseason and once in the regular season. We beat them bad last year. Yes.
What team do you think is the hardest?
The hardest? What to beat? I'm gonna go with Green Bay. They're the returning champs. I haven't played them yet this year, but they got some good players. They got good coaching, and they're undefeated right now. So they're the ones, the must beat opponent. Yes, ma'am. Favorite what team that I've been on? Browns. Now I gotta say my Super Bowl win against with the Saints. That's gotta be the lifelong memory.
There's about time for 5 more questions.
5 more, man. Good. Yes, sir. When 2007 was drafted. Yes. Before games, yeah, I got a little ritual. First off, the night before, I called my parents. I talked to them. I prayed with them. Just regular. That's every night before the game. The day of the games, wake up. Usually have steak and eggs for breakfast. Yeah, steak and eggs for breakfast. And then once I get to the stadium, I get in the hot tub, warm up, and loosen up, and run out on the field, go through my drills. I don't usually have headphones, and I usually mess with the guys with the headphones, see what they're listening to, and joke around with the teammates, just to stay loose before the game. But after that, go in, get dressed, say a prayer, read a scripture. I like another book I read is the Bible on the regular. Read that and get ready to play. So it's something simple, not too much, but I like to stay pretty loose before the game. Yes, sir. One of my best games. Man, I'm trying to think. Rookie year. I say college. I'm gonna go with college because this is my favorite. Like I came into college my freshman year, and I was a backup the first game. Then the second game, I started against Pittsburgh. Larry Fitzgerald was the receiver. He was in his second or third year in college, and he balled. I mean, I had like 3 penalties. He was catching passes all over me. I'm just like, dude, it's gonna be a long day. And I mean, they were bad. It was like real close penalties, and I was all over them. And coach was just like, doing a good job. Keep your head up. Keep going. It's like, all right, you're going to have rough times. I'm going against great athletes. He was later on like one of the top 5 picks in the draft, and now he's one of the best receivers in the league. So I looked at it, I was just like, yeah, this is legit competition. But the very next game I played in, it seemed like the ball was just coming to me. Quarterback threw one, I jumped up, intercepted it, got tackled. The very next drive, the running back was running. I was Johnny on the spot, just he dropped the ball or somebody stripped him in the ball and got the fumble recovery. And the very next drive, come back, he throws it again, I get an interception. It was just like, dude, I was all over the field. I mean, special teams, I was making plays, and I ended up with like 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, a whole bunch of tackles, and big hits, and it was just like, man, after going from getting beat, my first game to being the hero of this game, it was just major, and that just boosted my confidence even more as a freshman in college football, playing against elite competition, and then on, it was history. And I've had some good games, but nothing like that since that college. Yes, ma'am.
How many touchdowns did you make in college?
Y'all keep asking me about touchdowns. I'm so mad. I had one. I'm just going to give one more story. Eastern Michigan, we were playing, and the quarterback, it's fourth quarter. The quarterback tries to throw it out to my side, and I jump, and I get an interception. I'm running down the sideline. I think I'm good. The quarterback comes and trips me up. And I stumble and I fall, and I think I take it to like the 4-yard line. And everybody, I go back to the sideline, and everybody is clowning me. Like, dude, you let the quarterback tackle you. What's up, man? And since then, that was the closest I've come to scoring. Had several interceptions and turnovers, but yeah, that was a disappointing one right there. Because to this day, every time I get the ball, I'm thinking touchdown because it's been so long. I ain't scored since high school. This is frustrating because on defense, we don't get the chance to score too much. You got some guys where it's just like, ooh, he ends up in the end zone all the time. How does it happen? But the time is going to come. Being patient, can't let it eat you up too much. Just going to keep on playing hard. Yes, ma'am.
How long did you play baseball?
I played baseball. I started in I want to say 5th grade, 4th grade, and my last year playing was my 12th grade year. And I had a chance to go play later on down the line, but I said, you know what, this football is calling me. I'm gonna stick with football, and I chose to go to school, and I'm glad. I'm happy about my decision. But baseball was the second love, and I still wish I did. I wish I stayed in tune with my skills, but now I think I'll go out there and strike out over and over and over again.
Last question.
Last question. Yes, sir.
When you were a kid, what was your favorite football team?
Favorite football team? Don't be mad at me. Was the Steelers. I was a fan of the defense. I like Greg Lloyd, Kevin Green, Rob Woodson. Who was it? Lamar Kirkland, all that, man. That defense was mean, man. I like the Steelers. But after I got read and keep logging in and keep telling me about some of the books that y'all read. Because I need to start. I need to get on some of y'all. What was the one that was? What was it? John Lennon. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Sure. All right, y'all. Thank you.
One photo in a minute, but thank you so much, Mr. Young, and really appreciate it. Thank you to the Browns, and thank you also to the public library and everybody that's here from the library too. If we could all give a hand to all those people.